Right guys, we're off to Brighton now. I've managed to pick up a load of spare engine parts, basically almost a complete engine off of eBay. Just decided to buy it because parts are getting harder to get hold of now, and the prices seem to be going up on them all. So I picked up all this stuff for a reasonably good price. So yeah, let's have a road trip, and the wife and the kids are all with us. Off on a road trip, boys. Get some engine parts.
Yep.
Right, let's go. Right guys, we're here, so I'm just going to load up and I'll break back in and I'll show you what we've bought. Right guys, this is what we've got. I didn't do any recording at the chap's house, just for his own privacy, and yeah, I just didn't think it was right to record at his house. But we got cylinder block pistons, not checked the condition yet, sump, various other bits, inlet manifold, crankshaft, 3-cylinder heads. So what we do is we'll take them in and we'll lay it all out and we'll just go through what we've got. Right guys, we've got all the stuff in the garden now. I'm obviously underneath cover, but it is actually raining, so hopefully you can hear me over the rain. But I haven't gone through any of these parts. They're as they are when I showed you them in the boot of the car, so I thought we'd just go through them all together. Right, have the cylinder block here. Take one of the pistons. Bit dirty. Can't really see any real damage on it, but as I say, I'm not actually a mechanic by trade, so I'm sort of rely on some of you guys to point out if you see anything. But what I'll do is I'll get each one out individually, just inspect it for any sort of metal damage, impact on top of the pistons, but they all seem to look to be okay. And obviously it's going to need a thorough clean. Put them in order that they came out. The guy I bought these off had a few engines, and this is the last of what he had. He had various RS turbos. He had a Cosworth as well, but it wasn't there, so I couldn't have a look at that. But they all seem to be pretty tight in there. The walls all look pretty good. I have no idea whether it's been ground out at all, but let's just take you over. That's better. They're a little bit dirty or greasy, but a few. I'll see whether that will hone out or whether it needs a rebore or not. But a lot of that is literally just grease, so it looks like it's been quite well stored. Let me know in the comments if you think they are any good, but I mean, look to be okay. May want refacing, but it's to me it doesn't look too bad. Obviously still carbonated up, but doesn't look to be any damage upon them. It's missing the shells, but we do have a box of shells, new ones, whether it's all complete or not. But that's obviously where the oil filter goes on, and I assume, would that be the oil feed for the turbo? Not sure. Again, this engine's new to me. Obviously, I know more about the Maestro turbo engines, as I've had them for quite a few years. So it's another reason why I bought this engine, just so I can familiarise myself with its internals without messing about with my one in my car so much. But yeah, it wants a good clean. Let me just roll it over and I'll show you the inside. Right, underside of the block, the caps are there, the screws, bolts are in. I'm not sure why these are got those on them. Maybe if you guys can tell me. But all in all, the block looks to be pretty sound, to be honest. Good degrease. This one's still got a shell in it. Looks to be okay. No real signs of any form of damage, anything letting go or anything like that. Bit of a cobweb. But yeah, I think we'll move on to having a look at the cylinder heads. Right, we have 3 cylinder heads, which is great. I'm not sure which actual one came off the engine, but they're in various states. This one is pretty much stripped down, but it's got the thermostat housing still on it. There's no cam, no valves, no rockers or anything. This one, a little bit worse in condition, but has all 8 valves in. Could do with a good clean up. Yeah, it's been sat for a while, that one. But it has the valves and 2, 3, 4, 6 of the springs and collets. There's 2 missing. But this one there's also no camshaft in this one. This is completely stripped. And this one, I would probably say, came off that block. Has camshaft, all the valves, all the rockers. We have a distributor which isn't bolted on. There's no actual bolts with this engine, so I've got to try and sort a load of bolts. But distributor, let's see what condition this is in. Yeah, not the best condition, but it may do as a spare one. You never know. We'll pop that on. That box had a time belt pulley, roller or tensioner. This fell out the box. Not sure what that's for. If any of you guys can shed some light on that, do drop a comment in the comments below, and also a spare dipstick. But I'll just take you around the condition of these. So this is the more complete one. With all the camshaft, all the rockers are all in. Could do with stripping down obviously and cleaning. The exhaust ports. Into the cam. Obviously the thermostat's taken off, but we could take the thermostat housing off the other engine, off the other head. This is a little bit corroded, whether that will clean up, but the wood rough key's still there. If any of you guys can tell me from these numbers whether that, what age it is, because I believe the block is from an 87 car. So the guy said. Second one, see camshaft's missing. A little bit worse condition, this one. So what I may do is sort out one head, complete with everything, and then try and sell the others on. If anybody wants a head, a cylinder head, let me know. I'm sure we can do a deal. Let's see, there you go. I mean, they might do someone a favour. Again, just inside the, you can see it's been sat for a while. Let's just get those numbers. Different numbers, aren't they? What's that? 88SM6090. Oh, that's 88SM6090, but it's got a D in front of it. That one hasn't. And this one, what does this one say? 88. So that's the same as the first one. So, yeah. Looks to be fairly clean. The underside of this one looks pretty tidy, to be honest, whether he started cleaning this one up or not, or whether this one was the one that came off the engine. Ah, I wonder if that's where one of them, yes, that is where one of them springs are coming. There it is. Right, not springs, the little plate. Let's pop that one back in so we don't lose it. There we go. So we have a full set again, but no valves in this one. See the exhaust side, is it? Yeah. What I'll do is I'll take this off as well. All these sensors on the engine are worth having as well as spares. So this one overall seems to be fairly good condition. This one not so good. Let's got all the valves. Probably just refacing, and that one potentially should be right. I can't see any evidence of any blow between the cylinders. Let's have a look at, I mean, still got spark plugs in that one. Let's just roll this one over the more complete one. Let's have a look at the underside of that one. Again, looks okay. There's no real evidence of any blow. No, they all look like they need taking out. Good clean, decarbonise. Yeah, I think when I actually get, if I have some work done on this, I'm going to get a shop to probably put it to, machine it all, and potentially put a short block together and do the head. But either that, or you could even try to do a video on it if you guys would prefer to see me have a go at it. But yeah, do drop a comment. I mean, the more likes we get, the more chance of me doing it. How about we do this? If we get say 50 likes to this on this video, I'll have a go at building this engine myself, and we'll record the whole process. So yeah, let's get them lights in. So that's that box, and then we move across and we go through that one. Right, back in a second. Right, this is the crankshaft. Looks pretty good, to be honest. I mean, I'm no mechanic, as I've said before, but I can't see any where it's got hot or anything. I mean, it's been covered with this sort of like wax grease. It's more so grease, but in places it may have a little bit of corrosion, which we may have to get reground. But hopefully, yeah, look, we've got a little bit of corrosion there. But I think if we take it to an engine shop, they should be able to clean that up. Doesn't look to be any damage. Complete with key. Well, this is what that means, if anybody can read that. What's that? MF-25 and BE-25. So has this had some work done on it already? I don't know. Any of you guys can drop a comment if you've had engine work done and know what that code would mean. But it doesn't look, to me, it just doesn't look like it's been run. I reckon this may have been ground. It's just unfortunate. We seem to have a little bit of corrosion building up on the, is it the main bearings? The big bearings, is it? But I'm looking forward to having a go at this. If we get them 50 thumbs up, 50 likes. Right, so that's that. We'll move on to the other one. Right, this is the contents of the third box. So, inlet manifold with a throttle body, complete with sensors and a hard fuel line. That's some sort of sensor, hard fuel line. And whatever this is, there's another sensor there, but it's like it's broken. The top of that bit's broken. Not sure what that is. That goes over the throttle cable, I believe, which tallies up with this. I think that actually bolts to there. So yeah, that's that. Got another rocker cover. So what I might actually do is shot blast this one and powder coat this one, then swap it over on my other engine, on the engine that's on the car. Obviously wants a good clean. What else we got? Got an oil pump. Strainer, oil strainer. So obviously if we build the engine, we put a new oil pump in. Oh. There's a spare alternator, but it sounds a little bit grumbly, but it may do as a spare. Fuel filter, but I'll probably just get rid of that. But keep the hard line. Another fuel line. We seem to have two of these brackets. Not sure what they are for, whether they're just for helping get the engine in and out. Starter motor. Let's turn. We can always stick a battery on it just to make sure that works. Pulley goes on the bottom of the crankshaft, I believe. We've got another camshaft pulley. Complete sump with no dents or anything. All looks okay. So again, just wants a good clean out. Everything needs a good clean out. There seems to be a handbrake, not handbrake, a seatbelt bracket. We come back to the bearings. ECU, electronic. That's the numbers that's on it. I think that's the same numbers that's on mine, so that's great. It's a spare ECU. Fuel injection, I believe. Seem to have two main bearing seals. That I would say goes around the bell housing. Looks like the starter motor goes in there. Not sure what that is. Probably bottom of something. Obviously surround for the distributor. But yeah, that's all what's in that third box. But we've also got a brand new set of bearings. 3 brand new sets of bearings. And obviously these are the part numbers. So they're the same. And that's a different part number. The Duraglide 780 engine bearings, all brand new, all in the seals. But I assume this -25 and -25 must correspond with the numbers on this. So I would say this has been reground. This is virtually new. Obviously we have to do something with the little rust spots, whether we can reface it or not. And potentially, I don't know, this one says -50. Remember, these are like the big shells, and these same part numbers though. Remember, they're the bottom, these are the bottom bearings for the con rods, I'd say. 2, 4, 6, there's 8 in there. So there's a brand new set of shells there for the engine. So, I mean, all in all, there's a reasonable amount here. I should tell you, I'll tell you what I paid for the whole lot. I paid $300 for the whole lot, which I think, with all the heads and obviously the block, I think that's a good deal. Let me know in the comments whether you think I've paid too much or whether that was a good price to pay. But yeah, that's today's excitement road trip, family outing. Yeah, so let me know in the comments. Also guys, nearly forgot these seals came with the engine as well. These look brand new. It's got a little mark on it, but again it looks new, but whether probably won't use them. Rotor arm looks new, some new O-rings. Not sure where these will go, so if you know, got an idea, do let me know. But yeah, that's that. Right guys, so today's video's been more of a bit of a road trip and pick up that spare engine. So I think it's about 90-95% complete. But there's a few things missing. A bit, I'd say the bottom crank's the crank pulley's missing, and I look like I've got a bit of dirt in my eye. Maybe the flywheel's missing. The housing that the gearbox bolts on might be missing. So if you guys have noticed anything that I'm missing, please do drop a comment and let me know. Or if you've got any of the bits, let me know and we can do a deal. But just before we end the video, I just want to go through some of the new parts that I've collected over the last few weeks. I know we've not done much to the car. The car still is in the same position as it was a couple of weeks ago when we started grinding up the bodywork, but we will get back onto that. Just got to wait for some warmer weather. It's a bit chilly outside at the moment, but I'll show you some of the new parts that I've been collecting over the last couple of weeks. So I've got some speaker pods, but didn't really read the description, and these are the darker coloured pods. So I think these are for the 90 spec RS Turbo. So I will be probably putting these back on eBay and selling those. But what I did manage to get hold of is the correct colour ones. A bit like a grey. So we've got a pair of those. I've got one, but I was missing one. So we've now got a pair of those. What else have we got here? Picked up handbook with glove box, all complete bar the service book. So the car never had anything. All the history on this car was lost years ago. So we've got a new book to go in the glove box. I also managed to get hold of a brand new original set of Ford indicators, or set, I shall say pair, complete with the Ford logo. Again, eBay, but one of mine is the driver's side is broken. The passenger side's okay, so we may try and sell that one on. So that's those. And what else did I pick up? Here we go. This is quite a rare part to get hold of, especially in this condition. Is an original RS Turbo airbox and genuine Ford rubber gasket that goes in here, and then it bolts to the fuel meter there. But I mean, this is like brand new. I did pay quite a bit for this, but I think it's worth it, especially as we're trying to go original on this car, back to factory. So this will then get rid of the K&N filter on the fuel meter there. So yeah, I'm pleased with finding this. I don't know if this is supposed to have a pipe to it, or whether that's how it gets its air fed to it. But yeah, let me know if there's anything missing over here. But yeah, that's it. So yeah, so we've not really done a great deal on the car the last couple of weeks, but I've been collecting parts, got a spare engine, so all good, all good. So yeah, so if you do like the videos and you want to see more, please subscribe and like and share. And also, if we get 50 thumbs up, I'll be building that engine myself. But yeah, do please carry on watching my videos. I've noticed that the subscriptions has gone up, and yeah, the channel seems to be growing, so I'm pleased. I'd love to do this a bit more, So yeah, it's going the right way. So thank you guys, and I hope you enjoyed the video, and do please continue to watch and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one.